Q106.5.
Straight from Nashville.
It's country music news.
Dolly Parton was among the many who turned to social media to mark the death of longtime Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who died Friday night. Quote, she was small in stature, but even the tallest looked up to her, Parton said. Her voice was soft, but her message rang loud and clear and will echo forever.
Wow.
Thank you, RBG. Rest in peace. Respectfully, Dolly Parton.
Well said.
Very nice.
Yeah, I agree. Very well said. And I think no matter your politics, you should salute all that RBG did for all, especially for women. You know, I see what her life accomplishments, and I look at what I'm doing, and it's like, what am I doing with my life?
Right?
Just an amazing person who thought of others seemingly all the time. So
Yes.
good for her, and rest in peace. And good for Dolly to stand up and shout it from the mountaintop, too. Looking for an interesting book to read? In his new book, Willie Nelson reveals the unpleasant moment when he had to tell his second wife, Shirley, that he had fathered a child with another woman.
Oh, my God. This book. Sold.
The 87-year-old says, quote, he tried to play it off as no big deal when Shirley saw a bill from a hospital in Houston.
God.
He told her he'd visited the hospital for something minor, but she said, I'm not buying that for one simple reason. The bill said the charges for the birth were for the birth of a baby girl.
Oh, was he stoned?
Well, it was a nice try anyway.
Born to Mrs. Connie Nelson, he writes in his new book. Me and Sister Bobby, True Tales of the Family Band is the name of the book he co-wrote with his sister. You know, she's been a long-time collaborator, too.
Yeah.
But busted.
That's funny.
He's on number 4 and number 5, but he found the real deal because they've been together, I gotta guess, 30, 40 years now.
Wow.
I really think it's been that long.
Wow.
But, he went through a few in the
They were
excerpt.
starter marriages.
Yeah, in the excerpt. But he did it on every, like he said, he admitted, I cheated on every single one of my wives. And that's, you know, that led him to the next one kind of thing. Like he ended up leaving his wife on that story. He ended up leaving his wife and marrying the next one. But that didn't last. He found somebody else and cheated with her and on and on.
Yeah.
Still a lovable guy, but that's not too cool, Willie.
A little too lovable sometimes.
Not too cool, Willie. Statistics from the CDC show that 1 out of every 8 women deals with postpartum depression. And this year, Maren Morris became one of them. She was on CBS This Morning last week and said, thankfully, she seems to be on the other side of the depression now, nearly 6 months since the birth of her son. She said, I'm kind of coming through the tunnel now. I feel back to normal. Fortunately, I was able to do phone therapy during the pandemic, and I have people that love me around saying, hey, if you're drowning right now, get help. And she did.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's got to be difficult this time. I mean, you know, postpartum depression, like you said, it's very high numbers. But also during this time.
Yeah, that just adds to it.
Yeah, it
absolutely.
just adds to the strangeness.
Yeah. She explained it as you're trying to become a new mother and a good parent and do everything right, and you just feel like you suck at every level. And she said she felt drowning during the worst parts of her battle. And add that to the fact, as you just cited, Paul, that she was, she's watching her 2020 touring plans go down the drain.
That was a big headlining tour for her.
Yeah. And she said, one thing I've always felt I have a handle on is my music. And she wasn't able to do it. Yeah. And, had to furlough her band and crew, et cetera. So just a lot. But thankfully, she's on the other side of it. But 1 in every 8 women. That's,
wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. More at tasteofcountry.com and Q106.5.fm.